Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Duties Behind the Camera, and we're all about simple food, simple faith. Happy Chinese New Year. Even though Chinese New Year Day was on the 29th this year, festivities actually continue for 2 more weeks, where family and friends gather to celebrate. Today we're going to talk about rice. A lot of viewers have asked what kind of rice we eat and how to cook it. Rice is the main staple served with Chinese meals. I remember hearing the phrase, 送饭好食, which means eating with rice is good. We usually eat jasmine rice with a Chinese food. It's not too dry and it's not too sticky, and it adds to the overall mouthfeel. Let's get started. I am using a rice cup, and this rice cup will come with your rice cooker if that's what you're using. Essentially, they're different from like a regular cup size. So this cup is approximately 3/4 of a regular cup. And these cups actually correspond with the lines in your rice cooker. So I'm going to use 2 cups of rice. I'm putting in the sieve because I need to wash it. Just using tap water. And we want to wash out the extra starch that's in the rice. I would normally do this under the sink with a tap, but because our kitchen is not conducive to filming, there's just not enough room in there. I'm just going to do it all here. So you can see that the water is getting quite murky. So you want to wash the rice until the wash rinses out clear. So this is after the first round of washing. I just filled the tub with some water. So already you can tell that it's not as murky. You can see the rice through here. Can you tell? All right, that's good enough. I'm just going to show how clear the water should be after you rinse a couple of times. So my mom uses a rice cooker, and that's why for many years I used a rice cooker. But I went through a phase where I was trying to get rid of all the non-stick appliances that I had at home or cookware, and I wanted a stainless steel rice cooker, but I couldn't find one at the time. So I bought an Instant Pot. I bought a multi-cooker, and the one I bought at the time comes with these cup lines. Now these cup lines coincide with the rice cup, so that when you make your rice, if you're making 2 cups of rice, you fill the water to the 2 line, etc. I'm going to put my rice in the stainless steel liner. And to prove to you that it coincides with this cup, I'm going to fill the cup with water and show that the line of the water will go up to 2. So it's equal parts rice to water. Just going to level out the rice. And look, the line of the water is at the 2. Okay, getting the lid on, locking it into place. The sealing knob is on sealing. And I know that there's a rice function on the pot, but I can't be bothered with that because I have the perfect way of making rice, and that's what I like to use. So I'm going to do a manual 4 minutes on the rice on high pressure. And I like to let it soak for 10 minutes before moving forward. So I set a timer for 10 minutes, and then the rice is going to cook for 4 minutes, and then it's going to keep warm for 10 minutes, and then the rice will be perfect after that. If you're using a rice cooker, you'll have all the functions that you need, and you just follow the directions of your own rice cooker. I grew up with a rice cooker that was just 1 button that you press down, and it works perfect every time. My grandmother used to make her rice on the stovetop. She never used a rice cooker, so let me show you how to do that as well. So again, I've washed the rice already, and this is 2 cups. And the water to rice ratio is 1 to 1 1/4. So we will want to use 2.5 cups of liquid. After you've let your rice soak for about 10 minutes, we're gonna turn the heat on to a medium-high and bring it to a simmer. Once it starts to simmer, we're going to turn the heat down to low and put the lid on. Now we're gonna let it cook for 18 minutes. Once your 18 minutes is up, turn off the heat. And I'm gonna get a glove because I know that's gonna be hot. All right, you wanna make sure that there's no more water at the bottom. So I'm taking a spatula, I'm just gonna lift it up, make sure there's no water. And if you want to check the doneness of the rice, you can just take one and make sure that it's cooked all the way through. It's perfect. So a good thing to do at this point is to just fluff the rice. And then just let it sit until, with the lid on, keep it hot, until the rest of your meal is ready. If it's not cooked through, then you need to add a little bit more water. So I mean like a tablespoon more water, and put it back on the heat for another 3 to 5 minutes to make sure that all of the rice is cooked through. After cooking the rice for 4 minutes in the pressure cooker, we let it natural release for 10 minutes. And if there's any more pressure left that needs to be released, do that. Shouldn't be pushing in the wrong way, that's why. There shouldn't be much left. And again, we will also just move the rice around to fluff it up, and then we can just let it sit until it's ready with the lid on. Now you can simply make rice in the pressure cooker, in a rice cooker, or on the stovetop to go with all the delicious Chinese recipes. This recipe can actually be found in my cookbook, Chinese Homestyle, or you can check it out online at FLO'S.com.